Hello everyone, welcome to Monkey Arcade. I hope you're having a nice day, and today I want to talk about the upcoming game Octopath Traveler. You most likely already know a bit about it. It's an RPG developed by Square Enix that's coming to the Nintendo Switch on July 13th this year. I played the demo versions of this game and I've been itching to express how I feel about it, so you could call this a first impressions video of sorts. Let's get to it. First of all, I don't want to bore you by going into all the specific details of what the game's about and how it works, because you probably already know what it's about, and all I want to do right now is give my initial thoughts on it. Now, I had not heard of this game until they gave information about it in the March 2018 Nintendo Direct. That could be due to me not owning a Switch until October last year, so I didn't know about it or the demo yet. But it's apparently a highly anticipated game, and I think I'm starting to get pulled into the hype. After playing the demo, I gotta say, this game looks great. I love the graphics. The details of the pixel art and the colors are just absolutely dazzling, and they create an atmosphere that I am in love with. If I decide to do a full review for Octopath Traveler, I'll go into more depth on that. And there's lots of story to get into, which is really what the game is all about. I don't have much else to say on that aspect because I haven't played too far into any of the stories in the demo versions. I normally try to avoid knowing too much about a game before I can enjoy the full experience because spoilers. But as good as this game looks, I do have some issues with it, so prepare yourselves for some mild complaining. And I feel that I should mention that this is mostly based on my experience with the initial demo version before the new one came out after E3. Now this first complaint is more of a nitpick, but it's still a problem nonetheless. I think the text in the game is a little too small. It can be kind of difficult to read at times, especially on the Switch's small screen. It doesn't ruin the game, but I wish it was a bit easier to read. I was pretty annoyed to learn that in the first demo version, you couldn't skip cutscenes. Actually, they're more like dialogue segments, just several minutes of reading and pushing A, which there's nothing wrong with that when going through it for the first time, but if I was trying to attempt to fight a boss for the third time after failing to defeat it, mashing A to get through all the dialogue beforehand got very old very fast. Fortunately, the newer demo that just came out seems to have fixed that. Now all you have to do is hold down the B button to skip and boom! At least I'm pretty sure that was a problem they fixed. I'm not sure if the initial demo allowed you to skip dialogue like that or not, but unfortunately that seems to be the only problem they fixed. I have a lot of problems with the combat system, and by a lot I mean just a couple, but even some of the smallest details in a game's combat can either make or break it, and unless some changes are made or I learn how to work with it, I'm afraid this combat will break it for me. My biggest complaint is that there's no visible health bar on your enemies. Sure, they have a certain amount of HP that you have to try to bring down to 0, but you can't see how much HP they have left or exactly how much damage you're doing to them. This is crucial because seeing my enemy's health helps me gauge several things. How long is this battle going to take? How much damage am I doing to them when their defenses are up? Can I risk taking a turn to restore my own health or status ailments? Can I predict when the enemy will use healing items? How powerful of an attack should I use? I don't want to waste resources and summon the power of the gods to obliterate my enemies when they only have like 5 HP left and all I needed to do was poke them with a butter knife. That's overkill. I also feel like combat is kind of limited as far as attack options go. From what I've observed, to start all you have is a basic weapon attack and then some skill attacks that are more special or magical, I guess. Maybe it's just because I've only played about an hour into the game and I need more party members, but trying to whittle down a boss's HP with practically only 2 ways to attack made battling slow, monotonous, and boring. It's like if you're playing Pokemon and you're trying to beat a gym leader with a Pikachu and all it knows is Quick Attack and Thunderbolt. I was finally able to defeat a boss in the newer demo, probably because I chose the Apothecary character who has access to more health recovery skills, and even then the battle was more extensive than I would have preferred. I plan to get the full game when it comes out and will most likely do a review for it, so I hope it turns out to be more enjoyable for me than it has been so far. And those are my current feelings on Octopath Traveler. If you played the demo version yourself, I would appreciate it if you told me what you think about it in the comments, or you can tweet me on Twitter @MonkeyArcade. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!